We are looking at the disciplinary structure of schools from three different decades, the 1940s, 1970s and early 2000s. The change in disciplinary action over the past 60 years has been enormous, with changes from corporal punishment on troublesome students to detentions and in-class shaming to notes going home to parents. We're going to discuss some of these changes that have occurred in the last 60 years and describe what behaviour management will look like in a modern classroom.
The 1940s still had corporal punishment in schools, and the headmaster demanded respect from the students.
Well, the headmaster would give the cane, so if you were in trouble with that thing, you'd be sent to the headmaster. I think probably they were stricter on the boys than they were on the girls, as far as I can remember. Certainly bad behaviour and lack of respect and that for the teachers and for hitting another child. I didn't have any fear, really, of getting the cane, although you knew that you need to stay in line.
The 1970s still had corporal punishment, with a ruler being the means of classroom disciplinary enforcement.
Was there ever physical punishment? Was there certain kinds of punishment you used to get on
wrapped over the hands with a ruler often.
Over the hands with a ruler?
Yeah.
Was that just midway through a class, or did you get sent to the principal's office and, that sort of
No,
stuff?
just midway through a class. If the teacher wasn't impressed with what you were doing or thought you were doing something you shouldn't have been, and if you weren't aware that they were there, they'd just wrap you over the hands with a ruler.
So they wouldn't even line you up to do it, they'd just catch you in the moment?
Yeah.
The 2000s brought a new look to the classroom punishment, with discipline in the form of removal from the environment instead of physical reprimand.
Discipline was usually dealt with in the classroom with time out for 15 minutes, where an allocated spot in the classroom isolated the student in trouble. Further ill discipline led to a detention which occurred at lunchtime and required students to complete additional work. Beyond that, letters were sent home. Suspension was applied for serious issues such as physical assault.
According to this investigation, there has been a shift from physical to non-physical punishment and from punishment to reward, which is consistent with suggestions arising from the literature. Further to this, in a 2015 article, Albays and Ernest suggest that the punishment-reward approach is not ideal as it is external to the learner. They suggest a self-driven or autonomous approach to good and bad behaviour. Albays and Ernest suggest using student-centred learning by doing the following: focusing on the student's interests, providing a variety of activities for students to choose from, providing a variety of ways for students to engage with the learning content. They also propose focusing on quality dialogue by doing the following: using role play to allow students to explore their own ideas and develop autonomy, discussing social issues directly to promote awareness of other opinions, using conflict resolution to learn appreciation of other viewpoints, and allowing students to design their own rules and consequences when possible. In conclusion, discipline and behaviour management have been the subject of numerous academic studies for decades. This report suggests that primary schools in Australia are generally changing concurrently with scholarly findings. However, a more detailed investigation is required to guide future approaches to discipline and behaviour management.